Welcome back everyone to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be teaching you what game passes are the best to buy in this game. The moment I walked into this game, played it from the start, I was engulfed, as this game was much better than I anticipated, and now I'm playing it very frequently. So today I'm going to be talking about one main key thing which nobody is talking about: which game passes are the best to buy in Anime Fighting Simulator. There are a lot of game passes in this game, but I'm gonna run down through all of these game passes and teach you which is the best to buy for your Robux, as a Robux is not easy to get, I feel it. But I have a lot of Robux, as you can see, about 130k. It's not to flex or anything, but the main reason why I still have a lot of Robux is because I'm very wise spending my Robux. But most of the time you're gonna be spending your Robux on game passes. If not, like, that's 50% of what you're spending on, if not all you're spending on. But let's just get right into it. Times 2 strength, times 2 durability, times 2 sword skill, times 2 chakra, times 2 agility, times 2 speed. These are all useless in my opinion. If you were penny pinching and didn't have that much Robux, this is not the Robux. This is not what you should be buying your Robux for. This is a waste of your Robux. Let's say you only had 500, you would have already lost, you would have only had 100 Robux left to buy a couple of these, which is not a wise decision. I would say if you have less than 1,000 Robux to get, these are not the game passes you would want to get first. But if you do want to speed up if you do want to double the amount you make, I would recommend buying No Limit, as this will be better for you in the long run. But there will be a point where it will be exceeded and you can't upgrade it anymore. So No Limit would be better for you in the long run, as you're gonna get to this point anyway the more you play this game. So get this and not these. All right, if you have extra Robux to spare and you really want to rush it up, out of the main ones to get if you were ever buying this and you can't afford all of them, I would say get durability and get chakra, as the most useless ones are agility and speed. You don't those are gonna benefit you anyway, as there's a limit in this game of your walk speed and jump speed. It doesn't matter, as it stays as a limit. So these are the most useless ones to buy. They're cheap for a reason, or half the price. But next is times 2 yen. I bought this, and I would say if you only had 250 Robux to spend in this game, times 2 yen is probably the best thing you're gonna buy in this game in terms of game passes. This is one of the key essentials quickly up in this game, as this will double your upgrades and exponentially double your earnings and quests, etc. This will just double your earnings greatly, and it would help you further improve total power, as you can have room to upgrade your stats. So like I said, if you only have 250 Robux, buy times 2 yen. Is the most important. Okay, next is conceal power. I bought this just because I'm insecure about my power. Don't want people seeing that. It's like walking around naked. I don't feel comfortable. If you're the kind that doesn't like to show your power too and want to hide it from others, yeah, you should probably get this game pass. I would say it's very essential. If I'm going to be honest with you, it's essential. I would say this is like third important that you should get. But keep in mind, if you spawn in Dimension 1, like you load into the game, people will be able to see your total power without you knowing. Until your game is fully loaded in Roblox, that's when conceal power will work, so people can see your power the moment you spawn. So just be aware of that. This is VIP 50% off, useless. You only get a premium tag and a VIP tag in the chat, useless. That will not benefit you other than, I guess, letting them know you're VIP, which is cringe anyway. Like, I don't know why you would want to let people know you're VIP. It's pretty pointless, and it costs 300 Robux. As much as as rich as I am in Robux, this is I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't still buy this. Like, you know, like, I have so much Robux, but this still makes me cringe, as this doesn't give you anything, and it's just a waste of money, your hard-earned money. It's a waste of your hard-earned Robux. So yeah, just forget VIP ever exists. It's useless. Half cooldown. I would say this is the second best game pass you need to get, as this game pass tremendously, as it halves the cooldown. So if you're a cooldown for abilities like your stun, this would half that cooldown, which is very, very important, as you can pretty much use it again now. So yeah, like you can just spam this, which is important. It's a stun. I mean, unless they have Endeavor, but mostly that half cooldown will benefit you greatly, as if you stun, you can spam all your powers, do it again in the, like, pretty much in a half a second you can use it again. And the reason why this game pass is second to essential is because you're gonna be doing boss fights, you're gonna be doing tournament rounds, all of the modes really, and just basic PvP, man. If you walk out here, you can use your powers again and pretty much fight them again, which is very useful. But I just want you to keep in mind that in the back of your head, half cooldowns will be very essential overall in Fighting Simulator, as you're not going to be only training and AFKing. No limit, already talked about it. If no limit, I already talked about it. Go rewind the video if you weren't fucking listening. Faster flights, not really necessary in my opinion. It's 150 Robux, but if you really like flying or actually use it frequently, I would say yeah, get it. But I'm more of a jet quirk, as it speeds you up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. This would be like a D tier, as it only helps a niche of people. Sure, get it if you want to. Times 2 Chakra, not really necessary in my opinion. Chakra is very easy to get. If you don't know how to get Chakra fast, just go to Dimension 5 and kill the Beast Titan boss. That's it. Just keep doing that. You might want to do it in a private server though, because mostly Dimension 5 servers always are like filled with people. But yeah, but first you're gonna need a lot of powers. I would recommend at least 10. Times 2, not really necessary, as there's Chakra crates, boss fights, tournaments, everything gives you Chakra. As you're doing quest 2, you get Chakra. So just know, I played this game for like less than a week, and I didn't even know there's like 1,000, not even, okay, I'm exaggerating, but like 100 Twitter codes about this game that gives you a lot of Chakra. So there's no point in buying this game pass. They kind of just killed this game pass. If there was only like a couple Twitter codes, yeah, you should probably get this, but if you didn't use those Twitter codes already, you would have probably typing them all there, you probably got 160k Chakra, and that's more than enough to get enough specials in your arsenal, so you don't really have to worry about times 2 Chakra. Next up, Chakra healing, as it is useless. Chakra healing, it's the most, this is next to VIP, it's useless, I would say, as it says it only, while training your Chakra, you only get a small amount of health, which is very pointless. Like if you're like AFKing and heal, and when someone hits you, you'll heal, but it's kind of useless. I mean, you're not gonna be only training Chakra. If this was like a passive healing game pass, oh, that's essential as fuck. Yeah, get that. So it's kind of useless, not very good. Next is +4 champion slots. I bought this. I bought only 8 right now though. I only have 8 now, so I only bought 1. I think it stacks up to 24. I've seen people with 24, but you only need 1. It doesn't even matter, because if you were late into this game, you should have bought no limiter first and not +4 champion slots. But I recommend, yeah, buying this too once you have enough mythic or legendary champions and you don't have enough space. Sure, pop it up, bro, buy it. But if you don't, and you're like new to this game and you have only a few champions, it's not necessary to buy all. I don't know why people would do that. I guess to just have like what's it called, like a flexibility in your champ pool. If you are that kind of person, then you're probably a tournament player and you're really fucking just spamming people to vote 1v1. I mean, it's not very useful in my opinion. In terms, this would be like a next to a D. I would say this is D. This wouldn't be good for you unless you have a lot of good champions already. Good champions as in the Fighting Pass champions. God, I hope it doesn't reset before the new update comes out. Unless you have those champions, or Oren, fucking mythic, legendaries, a bunch of them, and you only have 4 slots and you can't fit them, sure. But regardless, if you can't fit them, they'll go into your inventory, so it doesn't even matter, alright, in your Fighting Pass inventory. So the space, not really needed. I'm not sure why people would buy so much, champion slots. I don't see a point to it. But competitive points ×2. This is not necessary in my opinion. Regardless that I bought it. I sound like a hypocrite, but if you're tight on Robux, this is not best to get. I would say this is useless. Competitive points ×2 is useless. Do not get this, as you're going to be in tournaments, believe it or not, for a long time. Most people like that play anime fighting sim go straight to tournaments. The reason for that is you get a lot of yen, which helps you, you know, upgrade your stats more. So it's more beneficial for you to not AFK, and more beneficial for you to AFK in tournaments, and you can train your sword there, as there's a 1.5 multiplier there for you to use. Competitive points not really useful, as you're going to be AFKing a lot in tournaments, as even if you don't win the round, you get a lot of yen if you lose, and if you win, you get 10 plus competitive points doing nothing. So either way, you're gonna rack up as you're fucking snoring in bed. It doesn't matter, you'll fucking get to that point, believe me. Like, okay, I'm gonna go there right now. All right, I'm gonna cut the video and go there right now for you. I have about 200k competitive points. Listen, I know that's like because I have the Game Pass. Like even if you half this, it's still 100k about all of them. I've run out of things to buy. I could buy more champions, sure, but I think these guys will stay here for a while, so it doesn't really matter. It would be a waste. But the rest, bought them, all of them. Even the fucking skins that cost dirt cheap, I bought them. Fuck it. I have so much competitive points to spend, and I'm pretty sure these guys that play like a lot of tournaments has a fucking probably 10 million competitive points if they have the Game Pass. I mean, it's this quick for me to get it. I believe they could probably get there for like so much competitive points. But like I said, the ×2 competitive points Game Pass is useless. Do not buy that. It's a waste, in my opinion. There's no need to rush, guys. All right, there's no need to rush in like competitive points. You'll get there. The only reason I bought it because I thought it would take so long to get Fire Slayer, and I'm very into this sword. I like it, but I ended up getting like old of it and sticking to the Z sword, which in my opinion looks a lot cleaner. I'm just more of a simple guy, and this looks very nice. No hate. I mean, the sword is very sexy, but you know, it's not something to rush yourself in, and you're gonna get that eventually. Like, listen, just like lay in bed, go to bed, leave this, just AFK in tournament sim, put an auto clicker or whatever, cheat your way to the top like everyone else. But AFK, all right, AFK. Like I said, you get more sword to here too. AFK your sword. Just AFK your sword, come back with like so much sword stat that you don't even believe it. All right, like my total power is literally half my sword. The rest of it is durability, but you'll get durability easily. I'm not gonna show you how to farm. Please, I'll probably make another video explaining everything about how to farm as fast as possible, as there's a lot of weird bugs that shouldn't make sense, but you should probably abuse them. I'm gonna be explaining that in the upcoming videos. I will be playing this very frequently now, guys. That's it for today's video. This is about the Game Passes and why they are useless and why they are good, and why all of these Game Passes are useless and why some of them are only good to get. But hopefully I explained it concise. Hopefully I explained it concise enough for you guys to understand, and hopefully change your minds about most of these Game Passes that people have that you shouldn't be spending. Like, listen, I get it, it's a flex. Like, if you have Robux, sure, buy it. In the next video, I'm gonna be talking about how to get a competitive point very quickly. It's crazy, guys. You guys should do it. Like, and I don't know why people didn't think about this, but I'll explain why. Like, it's really easy to grind competitive points and why you shouldn't worry. I'm gonna show you how to get first place every time in competitive. It's really fucking simple, believe it or not. Stay tuned, it's gonna be out tomorrow, trust.